my dear children, come and rest in my presence. Imagine the hush of a chapel in the stillness of dawn, the faint glow of candles flickering softly, their light dancing across polished wood. Hear the distant chime of a church bell rolling through the morning air, calling hearts to pause, to kneel, to breathe. See how the sunlight streams through colored glass, painting the walls with living hues of crimson, sapphire, and gold. In this sacred silence I am near. I whisper peace over your weary soul. I cradle you as a father holds his beloved child. I invite you to linger here in the stillness of my love, where burdens lift and hope begins to stir again. I know the weight you carry. I see the battles that stretch long across your days. Some struggles seem endless, and the road feels like a wilderness with no finish line in sight. Yet here you are, still pressing forward, still longing for my strength. And I tell you, my dear children, you are not forgotten. You are not left to fight alone. I am the one who renews you when you feel empty. I am the well of living water that never runs dry. This message I give to you today is a reminder of my faithful presence, a reminder that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Stay with me now. Let my words wash over you and remain in my embrace as I speak life into your spirit. My dear children, you have felt weary. You have felt as though each day drains more from you than it gives. The battles you face are not short sprints, but long marathons that test your endurance, your hope, your very faith. Yet hear me clearly. I am the one who carries you when your legs can go no further. I am the breath within your lungs, the rhythm in your heart, the strength in your stride. Remember my promise. Those who wait upon me shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I speak these words not as a distant hope, but as a present reality. When you lean on me, I renew you. When you surrender your weakness to me, I fill you with my power. Picture a marathon runner, worn and trembling as the miles stretch on. The muscles ache, the body cries out for rest, yet with each step comes a deeper resolve. And then, as the finish line draws near, there is a surge, a final strength, not of the body, but of the spirit. This is what I give to you, my dear children. In your long battles, I provide the surge that carries you to the end. You may feel you cannot endure, but I tell you, endurance is not found in your own will alone. It is the fruit of my Spirit within you. It is my hand upon your shoulder, my voice whispering, "Keep going, beloved, you are not alone." I remind you of my Son, who for the joy set before him endured the cross. He did not despise the suffering, for he knew the glory that awaited on the other side. So too with you. Your trials are not wasted. They are shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for the crown that never fades. My dear children, when the nights are long and your prayers feel unanswered, do not believe the lie that I am far. I am closest when your heart aches most. I am the Father who runs alongside you in the race, cheering you on, lifting you when you stumble, never letting you go. Pause now and imagine light breaking through storm clouds. See how the rays pierce the darkness, how the warmth touches your skin, how hope rises in the dawn. This is what my presence does in your life. Even in the fiercest storm, I break through with peace. When you feel too weak to continue, breathe deeply and know, I am your strength. I am your endurance. I am the one who gives you daily manna for the journey. Do not worry about tomorrow's strength, for I give you enough for today. And when tomorrow comes, I will be there again, faithful and true, renewing you once more. Hear these words and let them settle into your heart. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Do not despise your weakness, for it is the doorway to my strength. Do not despise the long road, for it is on this road that you learn my faithfulness step by step. My dear children, I call you not to give up. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. Like the runner who turns the final bend and sees the finish line ahead, you will see the fruit of your perseverance. Hold fast. Keep your eyes fixed on me, the author and finisher of your faith. And when you cross the finish line, when you step into the fullness of my promises, you will look back and know that every step was worth it, for I was with you all along. I rejoice over your endurance, and I bless you with fresh strength even now. Receive it. Let it flow like a river through your weary soul. Stand, my dear children, not in your own might, but in mine. My dear children, lean closer to my heart and hear this truth. Your strength is not measured by how much you can endure on your own, but by how fully you lean on me. You were never meant to run this race in isolation. I formed you for communion with me, for dependence upon me, for life that flows from my Spirit. Do not be ashamed of your weariness, for I already know it. Do not hide your trembling, for I see it. Instead, bring it all to me, and I will be the one who renews you. Think of a runner who carries too much weight in their pack. The longer they run, the heavier each step becomes, until their body can go no further. Many of you, my dear children, are running while carrying burdens I never asked you to bear. Lay them down at my feet. The weight of fear, the load of shame, the burden of worry, release them into my hands. As you do, you will feel the freedom to run again, lighter, quicker, with joy. I know the seasons when you have cried into your pillow at night, wondering if the dawn would bring relief. I have counted every tear that has fallen from your eyes. They are not forgotten. They are precious to me, like jewels kept safe in my keeping. And I say to you, the dawn is coming. Just as surely as the sun rises over the hills and scatters the night, so will my light rise over you and scatter the darkness. Listen again to my promise. Those who wait upon me shall renew their strength. Waiting upon me is not passive. It is not empty. It is trust. It is leaning. It is resting in my goodness, even when you cannot yet see the outcome. In the waiting, I pour new strength into your bones. In the waiting, I lift your eyes to see farther than your weariness. In the waiting, you discover that you were never running alone. I was pacing every step beside you. Do not fear the length of the race, for I have already marked out the path before you. Do not fear the hills and valleys, for my rod and my staff comfort you. And even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I am with you. My presence is the banner over your life. My dear children, I know how heavy the battles of life can be: illness, broken relationships, financial strain, grief, loneliness. These are not small matters to me. They pierce my heart with compassion. When you suffer, I suffer with you. When you feel abandoned, I draw near. When you feel unseen, I whisper, I see you. And when you think you cannot endure, I remind you that my power is endless. Picture yourself now as a runner coming around the bend of the final stretch. Your body is trembling, but the crowd begins to cheer. You look ahead, and there I stand at the finish line, my arms open wide. I am not a distant judge waiting to scold you for stumbling. I am the loving Father, calling your name, ready to embrace you as you cross into victory. Every stumble, every fall, every moment you thought you could not go on, I was there, picking you up, brushing the dust from your knees, urging you forward. Nothing in your race has been wasted. Every mile has meaning, every step has purpose. Do not compare your pace to others. Some may seem to run swiftly while you struggle, yet I remind you, the crown I place upon your head is not for speed, but for faithfulness. The finish line is not reserved only for the fastest. It is given to those who endure, who keep their eyes fixed on me, who trust me even in their weakness. My dear children, imagine wings lifting you higher like an eagle soaring effortlessly upon the wind. This is what happens when you rest in me. You no longer strive in your own strength. Instead, you rise on currents of my Spirit. You see from a higher perspective. You understand that the struggle is temporary, but the glory is eternal. When you feel faint, remember this: I never grow weary, and I never faint, and I never. My strength is without end, and I delight to share it with you. My supply is infinite. When you reach the end of yourself, you step into the beginning of my power. Let my words dwell richly in your heart. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. As you trust in me, your heart will rejoice again. You will look back on this season not as the time you were abandoned, but as the time you discovered how faithfully I carried you. I know you long for relief, for an end to the battle, and I promise you the battle will not last forever. There is a day when every tear will be wiped away, when pain will be no more, when you will run not in struggle, but in everlasting joy. Until that day, I give you strength for each step. Until that day, I pour out grace for each trial. Until that day, I walk beside you whispering, "You are mine. You are loved. You are not alone." My dear children, let the image of the marathon runner remain in your heart. See yourself pressing forward, one step after another, until the ribbon breaks before you. And know that I am already celebrating your endurance. I rejoice over you with singing. I delight in your perseverance. You are precious to me, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. My dear children, let your hearts be still for a moment. Listen not only with your ears, but with your spirit, for I am speaking deeply within you. I am your Father, your strength, your refuge. Do not measure your ability to endure by how strong you feel in this moment. Instead, look to me, for I am the unchanging source of life, the river that never runs dry, the fire that never burns out. There are times when the race feels lonely, when you look around and wonder if anyone understands the battle you are facing. Yet know this: I see the hidden struggles of your heart, the silent prayers, the unseen tears. You may feel overlooked by others, but you are never invisible to me. I know every detail of your journey, every step you take, every burden you carry, and I say again, my dear children, you are not alone. Let your soul picture this: a runner who feels their legs about to give way, their chest heaving, their vision blurred. Just as despair threatens to overwhelm, a hand reaches out, steady, firm, reassuring. That hand is mine. I am the one who steadies you when you falter, the one who keeps you from collapsing completely. And even if you stumble, I lift you back to your feet. For it is written, though the righteous may fall 7 times, yet they rise again. So rise, my beloved, rise with my strength. You may believe endurance is only about pressing through pain, but I tell you, endurance is also about resting in me. The runner who never pauses for water will collapse. But you, my dear children, have living water available at every step. Come to me and drink. Come and be refreshed. Come and allow my Spirit to renew your weary soul. In the stillness, imagine a fountain springing up in the desert. The land is cracked and dry, the heat relentless. But suddenly, water bursts forth, pure and cool. This is what my presence is like when you think you cannot go on. In the deserts of your trials, I provide rivers. In the wilderness of your battles, I bring streams of life. Do not despise the slowness of progress. Each step, even the smallest, carries you closer to the finish. I am not disappointed in your pace. I delight in your perseverance. I rejoice in every effort you make to keep moving toward me. My dear children, remember that I am not waiting at the end, only I am with you now, here in the middle of the struggle. I am the strength in your stride, the breath in your lungs, the endurance in your spirit. You are never running without me. Lift your eyes beyond the pain of the moment. Fix them on the eternal prize. The apostle wrote that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed. Hold fast to this truth. What you endure now is shaping in you a weight of glory far beyond what you can imagine. Think again of the eagle. It does not flap frantically against the wind. Instead, it spreads its wings and lets the current carry it higher. So too, I call you to rest in the currents of my Spirit. Let go of striving in your own effort. Let me lift you. Trust that my Spirit is the wind beneath your wings, raising you far above the storms that rage below. When the enemy whispers that you are finished, that you have no strength left, answer not with your own words, but with mine. Declare, the Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? For my word is your shield, and my promises are your anchor. My dear children, never forget that my son ran the hardest race of all. He endured rejection, sorrow, pain, even death. Yet he pressed on for the joy of redeeming you. He crossed his finish line with victory, and because of him, you too will finish in triumph. His endurance lives in you, for his Spirit dwells within you. There will be days when your feelings tell you that you cannot continue, but endurance is not rooted in feelings. It is rooted in faith. Faith believes even when sight fails. Faith presses forward even when the path is shrouded in fog. Faith trusts that I am leading step by step toward the promise. My dear children, I say to you again, you are not forsaken. You are not weak beyond repair. You are not failing in my eyes. You are dearly loved, held close, strengthened daily. I know the length of the road ahead, and I have already provided the grace you need for each mile. So rise in courage. Take another step. Let hope be your song, and my Spirit your strength. See the finish line not as a distant dream, but as a certain reality. One day you will cross it, and I will place a crown upon your head. Until then, run with me, walk with me, endure with me. For I am faithful, and I will never leave you. My dear children, Let the quiet of my spirit surround you now. Rest your heart in my presence, for here you will find the strength you long for. Do not look only at the length of the journey ahead. Look at me, for I am the one who goes before you, walks beside you, and carries you when your legs can no longer move. Endurance is not born out of sheer human will. It is the fruit of my love at work in you. Each day I pour fresh mercies upon you. Each morning I breathe new life into your weary soul. You may not always notice, but every sunrise carries my whisper. I am with you still. Rise again, for I will give you strength for today. Consider the runner who feels they have reached their final breath, yet within them arises a second wind, an unseen force pushing them forward. That second wind, my dear children, is like the grace I provide. Just when you think you can go no further, I release my strength and you discover you are able to endure. You ask, "How long, Lord? How much longer must I run this race?" And I answer, "As long as it takes for my glory to be revealed in you. Do not see the length of the battle as punishment, but as preparation. The fire of endurance purifies, it refines, it shapes you into vessels of honor, filled with my spirit, glowing with my light. Do you not see? Even your struggles are woven into my purposes. I do not waste a single tear, not a single moment of pain. Every step of your race is recorded in my book, and every mile you run draws you closer to the prize I have promised. My dear children, when the way is uphill and your lungs burn with effort, remember this truth. You are not climbing in vain. At the top of the hill, the view is wide and glorious. You will see things you never could have seen if the road had been easy. You will understand that the steepness of the climb only prepared you to appreciate the beauty of the summit. Hold on to my promises, for they are your sustenance. Did I not say, even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength? Believe this with all your heart. Hope in me, and strength will rise again. There is a mystery in endurance, my beloved. It is not only about surviving the trial, but about being transformed in the midst of it. Each time you choose to keep going, you are being conformed more into the image of my Son. Each moment you surrender your weakness and lean on my power, you are being drawn deeper into my heart. I do not ask you to run faster than you are able. I only ask you to remain faithful, to trust, to endure. For at the end of the race, when you collapse into my arms, you will not remember the pain of the miles, you will only know the joy of my embrace, the warmth of my love, the crown of life I place upon your head. Imagine again the finish line. Hear the sound of the crowd cheering, a roar of voices echoing across the sky. These are not strangers, but the great cloud of witnesses, saints who have gone before, angels who rejoice at your faith, and I myself, your Father, welcoming you home. What awaits you is not shame or judgment, but celebration and delight. My dear children, let this hope carry you forward. When you are tempted to quit, think of the reward I have prepared. When the night feels endless, think of the morning that is surely coming. When your heart feels faint, listen for my voice saying, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Do not despise the pace of progress. Some days you may only feel able to take one step, but to me, that step is precious. I see your effort, your courage, your faith, and I rejoice. In my kingdom, it is not the speed that matters, but the faithfulness to keep moving with me. And know this, when you finally cross the finish line, when you stand in my presence face to face, every battle will fade away. The scars you carried will shine like jewels, testifying to my faithfulness. The endurance you held on to will echo forever in eternity as worship to my name. So rise, my dear children, lift your head. Do not let despair weigh you down. You are not running alone, and you will not finish empty. You will finish strong, for I am your strength. You will finish victorious, for I am your victory. You will finish loved, for my love has never failed and never will. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am the one who started this race in you, and I am the one who will bring you to the finish. Trust in me, lean on me, endure with me, and you will see my glory revealed in your life. My dear children, hear my voice and let it steady your heart. So many of you have carried battles longer than you ever thought possible. You wonder why the struggle lasts, why the season does not shift, why the weight does not lift quickly. And I say to you, do not lose heart. Endurance is not wasted time. Endurance is the soil where faith grows roots that cannot be pulled up. Consider the tree planted by the rivers of water. Through scorching heat and relentless winds, it remains because its roots go deep. So it is with you, my dear children. These long battles drive your roots deeper into me, into my word, into my promises. And though the storms rage, you will not topple, for I myself hold you firm. There are moments you whisper, Lord, I have nothing left to give. Yet it is in those moments that you discover the endless well of my strength. When you reach the end of your own power, you finally encounter the fullness of mine. My grace does not run out. My supply does not empty. My spirit does not grow tired. I am the everlasting God, and I delight to lift up the faint and renew the weary. Do not believe the lie that your weakness makes you useless. Weakness surrendered to me becomes the stage for my glory. Paul himself declared, "When I am weak, then I am strong." For he knew that my power is perfected in weakness. So rejoice even in the struggle, for it is in this place that my strength shines brightest. My dear children, picture the runner again. Sweat pours down, legs tremble, the body screams to stop. But something within refuses to quit. That fire within is not your own doing, it is my spirit urging you forward, saying, one more step. Do not give up. This is the perseverance I plant in you. You are not running aimlessly. Every step is leading you closer to the fulfillment of my promises. Yes, the finish line may seem far. Yes, the road may feel endless, but my timing is perfect. I will not allow you to run one step longer than what is needed to prepare you for the joy ahead. Trust me. Trust that your race is not meaningless, that your pain is not without purpose, that your endurance is producing something eternal. Look to the cross. My son endured the shame, the agony, the rejection, because he fixed his eyes on the joy set before him. That joy was you redeemed, restored, brought near to my heart. If he endured for the joy of holding you, can you not endure knowing he now runs within you? His spirit is your strength. His victory is your inheritance. My dear children, when fear rises like a tide, let faith lift your eyes. When despair whispers lies, let hope anchor your soul. Do not measure your progress by what you see in the natural. I am doing more in you than you can see. Every prayer, every tear, every sigh is forming in you an eternal weight of glory. Imagine this: a runner on a foggy course. The path is unclear, the next bend unseen, yet they keep running, trusting the track is laid out before them. So too I ask you to trust me. You may not see the full picture, but I see it all. You may not know how many miles remain, but I know the exact moment when you will cross into triumph. Lean not on your own understanding, lean fully on me, and I will guide your every step. Remember, you are not running for an earthly prize. You are running for a crown that will never fade, a joy that will never end, a life that cannot be taken. You are running for the embrace of your Father, for the reward of hearing me say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." My dear children, do not despise the struggle. It is making you stronger than you know. Do not fear the weakness. It is the place where my power dwells. Do not dread the length of the race. Every mile carries eternal value. So I call you to rise again. Wipe the sweat from your brow. Steady your heart and fix your eyes on me. You are closer to victory than you realize. And even now, I am breathing fresh wind into your spirit, giving you courage to endure, peace to sustain, and strength to finish well. Know this above all: you are loved. Not for how fast you run, not for how flawless your steps, but simply because you are mine. And because you are mine, I will see you through to the end. I will not let you fail. I will not abandon you on the course. I am your Father, your strength, your song, and your victory. Take this truth deep into your soul. You will endure, not because of your might, but because of my faithfulness. And when the race is done, you will stand radiant, victorious, forever with me. My dear children, as this time of reflection draws near to its close, I want you to remain in the stillness of my presence. Do not hurry away, for I am still here with you, breathing peace into your soul, pouring rest into the corners of your heart that feel weary. The world may clamor with noise, but in this sacred pause I wrap you in my embrace and I whisper, "Be still and know that I am God." You have listened to my words about endurance, about strength renewed day by day. Now let those truths sink deep, like rain soaking into parched soil. You do not have to strive to hold on to them. Simply let them rest within you. I will water them, I will nurture them, and in time they will bear fruit, fruit of courage, fruit of peace, fruit of hope that does not disappoint. My dear children, I see the storms you have faced. Some of you have walked through valleys that felt endless, nights that seemed to stretch without dawn. And yet, here you are, still listening, still seeking me. That alone is testimony to my faithfulness. I have held you through winds that threatened to tear you apart. I have steadied you when the ground beneath you shook. And I will continue to hold you, for my grip does not fail. Imagine the sky after a storm. The clouds slowly part, the air carries the freshness of rain, and the sun breaks through, casting golden light upon the earth. That is what I am doing in your life. The storm is not forever. The sun of my presence is breaking through, and my light will guide your steps. My dear children, lift your eyes to me, for I am your shelter and your strength. As it is written, The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Let these words be your anchor. Let them remind you that no darkness is stronger than my light, no battle greater than my strength, no fear greater than my love. I bless you now with peace that flows like a river, steady and unending. Let it wash away anxiety. Let it soothe your restless mind. Let it carry away the weight you have been holding. This peace is my gift to you, not as the world gives, but as only I can give, deep, lasting, and eternal. I bless you with courage to face tomorrow, knowing that tomorrow is already in my hands. You need not carry its burden today. I bless you with faith that rises like wings of an eagle, lifting you higher than discouragement, higher than despair, until you see with clarity that I am working all things for your good. I bless you with joy, not dependent on circumstances, but rooted in my presence. Even in trial, joy can bloom, like wildflowers pushing through rocky soil, vibrant and unshaken by the harshness around them. This is the joy I place within you, joy that endures, joy that sings even in the night, joy that testifies to my goodness. My dear children, receive these blessings as if I am placing them into your hands right now. Imagine me, your Father, bending low to cup your face, to look into your eyes, to say, I delight in you. You are mine. You are loved beyond measure. That is who you are, chosen, cherished, redeemed, and never forsaken. Do not let the voices of doubt drown out my truth. Do not let the weight of the world rob you of the freedom I have given. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are sealed with my Spirit, guarded by my promises, covered by my love. Picture again the embrace of a father with his child, arms wrapping tight, heart beating close, safety beyond question. This is how I hold you. I do not release you when you stumble. I do not push you away when you falter. I hold you closer still, reminding you that you belong, reminding you that nothing, not death, nor life, nor powers, nor circumstances, can separate you from my love in Christ Jesus. My dear children, let hope rise within you now. Hope is not wishful thinking. It is the certainty that I am faithful, that I keep every promise. Hope is the anchor that steadies you when the waves rise high. Hope is the torch that lights your path in the dark. And I, your Father, am the source of that hope. So breathe deeply of my Spirit. Let my presence fill every corner of your heart. Rest in the assurance that you are safe, you are loved, and you are never alone. Even as this message concludes, my presence does not depart. I go with you into your day, into your night, into every step you take. My blessing rests upon your household. May light fill your rooms. May laughter return to your lips. May strength rise in your body. May peace surround your mind. May love flow through your relationships. And may you walk in the assurance that you are under my wings, hidden in my refuge, sheltered in my everlasting arms. My dear children, you are my delight. You are the apple of my eye. You are engraved upon the palms of my hands. Never doubt your worth. Never question my love. Never forget my nearness. For I am with you always, to the very end of the age. As this time draws to a close, I ask you to carry my words with you. Let them echo in your spirit when you wake in the morning, when you walk through the day, and when you lie down at night. Whisper them to yourself. The Lord is my strength, my refuge, my everlasting hope. And, my dear children, As this message has comforted you, I lovingly invite you to share it, that others too may rest in my promises. Gently, I encourage you to like, to comment, and to subscribe, not as a duty, but as a way of spreading my word to others who need to hear my voice. In doing so, you become part of the light that shines into the world, carrying hope to hearts still searching for me. Go now in peace, wrapped in my love, sustained by my strength, renewed by my spirit. Walk boldly, run faithfully, endure joyfully, for I am with you and I will never let you go.